Good evening, gentlemen. I think there's a lot of hot news all around, and I'm going to talk about gangsters, dons, killers, big men. Let's talk about them. Now, if you remember, there's an American writer called James Hadlay Chase. Now, he wrote some wonderful books. He is an Englishman, but he created a scenario of the mafia and the big brother, the dons in America. He wrote close to 100 books, and he created a vivid picture of the American gangster world. Then there's another writer called Mickey Spillane, and he created a character called Mike Hammer, and one of his lines has become very famous. It takes a hood to catch a hood. Now, hood is a gangster, something more than a gangster. And what he says is, if you're to catch such a man, you need another man with a similar background to catch him. Now, these two writers created a world of America which was laced with girls, gun malls, liquor, dance, murder, killing, dons, you name it, everything was there. But in India, we have a similar thing going on. It might surprise people, maybe it doesn't surprise a lot of people also. And there are two states in India, that is Uttar Pradesh and Mahrashtra, which vie with the American underworld. Now look at Uttar Pradesh. This is one place where the politicians have been playing ball with some of the biggest gangsters, people who have been killers. I won't name anybody, and these people have been members of parliament, members of the state legislature, and they were always in the pay of the politicians, or maybe the politicians were in their pay. Either way, it doesn't make a difference. It just means that there was a nexus, and a terrible nexus, and it's continued ever since the 1960s. And it's been going up all the time. And it's only been put a stop when Adityanath Yogi ji became the chief minister. And he had made a statement, I will drive these people into the dustbin. And he's been doing it. Now look at Maharashtra. Here you have the home minister, and he was demanding a huge sum of money every month from the commissioner of police, from the various bars, the speakeasy joints and all that, to fund his, God knows, personal money, or maybe party money, or whatever, we don't know. So, gentlemen, when you're the home minister, the number two man in the cabinet, being involved in these things, though I dare say it's not true, but he spent a year in jail for that. And then there are gangsters who even wanted to extort money from the biggest Indian industrialist by putting a carload of bombs outside his house. So you can well imagine that Maharashtra is way ahead of Uttar Pradesh. Even the great dons, like Dawood and all these characters, they were from Bombay. They all went away to Pakistan. Now these people who are there, these gangsters, they got something in common. And that common is that they got a backing from abroad. They got backing from the Pakistan ISI, which is out to foment trouble. But that is just half the story. The other half is the encouragement these men have been getting from the political leadership. Now, there were rumors and there were proof that one of the top political leaders of Maharashtra was hand in glove with Mr. Dawood Ibrahim, and maybe he paid him some money, or either way, whatever happened, we don't know. But I can name him, it's not worth naming also, but there have been whispers going around, because there has been so much of hearsay evidence going around. There's a hearsay evidence which says that the Indian intelligence agency had tried to knock off Dawood in Dubai some years back, but the information was leaked to him from the establishment in Bombay. Gentlemen, true or not, the fact remains that these two states have copied the American scenario in India. You have people who are MLAs, who are members of parliament, involved in rape, involved in 100 other things, extortion, killings, and they are the big dons. And in Bombay also, we have a similar type of people moving around. After, you can't forget that Haji Mastan, he started his career as a worker in the dock and rose up to be one of the big dons of the city. There's so many others there, and now it's difficult to keep a track of all the dons around in Bombay. And unfortunately, we are all of us reaching a stage where we have to decide where is Indian democracy going. I think it's going nowhere, it's going downhill. And that is because of the corruption that has steeped into this political system. And I do not know who's ever going to clean this audience tables. Probably they never will be. You may kill 3 or 4 gangsters now, but another 20 will come up. Just imagine that the latest gangster, the Don who has been shot dead, has been shot dead by 3 young men and who claim they did it because they wanted to become notorious, famous, and they wanted to be big dons like him. Well, this is replaced, believe it or not. I don't believe it because there's something else inside which we have to find out. And I will not end on a pessimistic note. I will say that the leadership in Maharashtra is now in the hands of Eknath Shinde and the BJP, and in UP it is with Yogi Adityanath, also of the BJP. And these two men are moving hammer and tongs against this mafia group. Where they succeed, have limited success, or no success, or we'll have to wait and see. But the intentions are there, and it's about time Indian democracy did away with all these gangsters and men who are hanging around, being encouraged by the politicians. Gentlemen, I close now and wish you all the best. Jai Hind, glory to India. Take care, subscribe to my channel, and come back again. Thank you.